But anyways, I was gonna try to see if it was something else, but who the hell knows. Anyways, anywho, yeah, I'm hoping the weather won't be that bad, but if it is, I mean, at least we'll be home. Hopefully everyone stays safe, stays warm. Hopefully there's no power outages. Like I still have I still have family in Texas, of course, but I have a friend that lives in Texas. She moved from Kansas? No. Yeah. No. She moved from Oklahoma to Texas, and this year they're saying that they're gonna have power outages like they did it back in 2021 in Texas when the winter storm got so bad. And I'm hoping that's not true. I'm hoping that's not true. Thankfully, she does have a fireplace herself, so if anything happens, they can turn on the fireplace and keep themselves warm. Same for us. We bought a I think it's like a little propane heater, and if the power goes out on us, all we have to do is hook up some little propane tanks to it, and it'll keep us warm. So if anything like that happens to us, we will be okay as well. We'll probably just lock ourselves in one room with all the animals. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's gonna be a pain, but thankfully we do have ways of keeping us warm, so that's okay. I'm excited to do some stretching today. I'm going to do some stretching again tomorrow on Kick if you hang out with me on Kick there. Then on Friday for y'all, we'll be continuing the paint by the numbers, and that'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to see, because we left off half on one number. Like, we only did one half. There was still remaining sixes, I think is what we left off. So we'll finish the rest of those sixes, and then we'll just continue on. And I can't wait to see the rest of the colors on there. But yeah, it's going fun. It's a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. I know I still have my Christmas pillows here. I don't have any other pillows until springtime, and I probably won't change those out until March. Maybe if I could find like maybe some Valentine's pillows cases. I don't know. Right now, I'm in the mood to get like rid of stuff. So before I start buying stuff, I should get that out of my system and throw stuff away, and then see what needs replacing. Plus, I know eventually the time will come where we have to move, or we'll need to move, and I just don't want to be cluttered with stuff that we really just don't need. So, yeah, I'm just getting rid of stuff slowly. Oh, the babies. The babies. What? Oh, are we upset? Are we upset? Oh, big old babies. Yeah, I still have my fancy little watch. Well, I don't know if I told y'all. So I used to have a smartwatch, a Garmin Vivo Move. I loved that watch. It was kind of like a hybrid. It was a regular watch, and then if you touch the screen, it would show a display. Not a very colorful display, but a display enough to see. It checked my heart rate, my sleep, pulse ox, things like that. It was a very nice watch. But the battery is starting to go bad. I mean, I've had that watch for a little while. And I was trying to look for another one. But the thing is, the smartwatches nowadays are expensive. Even if you're looking for a hybrid one, they're still pretty expensive. It's just like $100 or more. And I know my Garmin watch was about in that price range. But the thing is also trying to find ones that don't have data issues, like they don't sell your data or that don't have constant data breaches, things like that. It was also difficult. Then it was hard finding ones that were also like that actually worked, that weren't off on tracking, they weren't off on sleeping, like things like that. And then the other thing was trying to find ones with good battery life. And I know there is quite a few out there that have good battery life. The last thing will probably be like, okay. The last thing was finding cute ones. Cute ones. And I know Fitbit has a bigger one. Fitbit has like the Inspire one that's slim. But the thing is, those weren't really cute. That wasn't really what I was looking for. And, you know, those are the ones that I know that really don't have issues with, like, data. But the thing is, they were also expensive, weren't cute, and the battery life doesn't last very long. So, honestly, I gave up. I had this Timex digital watch for a little while. I've had it for a little while. And I decided to put it back on for now. I do have a fossil watch that we bought many years ago for my birthday, many years ago. And I stopped I stopped wearing it because one, I was pretty chunky monkey. My wrists were pretty fat and I couldn't wear it anymore. It was too tight on me. That's how chunky I was. And the other thing was I started getting into fitness trackers. Fitbit, Apple, Garmin, Xiaomi Mi Band, things like that. So yeah. And then after losing weight recently and not being so swollen, I tried it on again and it's even loose on me now, so I need to get a battery for it. I need to find the tool to tighten and untighten the backing for the battery. So I'm very excited about it. I mean, it makes me feel a little weird not having a smartwatch or fitness tracker, but honestly I feel like it's time to just let it go. Just let it be. I don't need to have a fitness tracker. At least that's how I'm feeling. I don't think I need it. I could be wrong. See? I mean, mainly I used it for like anxiety purposes. Like if I was starting to feel weird, I would pull it up, look at my heart rate, and if my heart rate was low, I'd be like, okay, I'm fine. Or if it was high, I'd be like, okay, I just need to take a deep breath. But I think that also fed into my anxiety a bit, so I think it's a good thing that I don't have it anymore. We'll see how long it lasts, though. We'll see how long it lasts. Honestly, I don't know. I even tried to look into the rings, but the rings are just as expensive. And even like the cheaper rings, they're not as accurate. And the app that you have to use is an app that has issues with privacy and data breaches, so it's like, I don't know what to do. Some people do mention like buying like used Oura rings, things like that, but the problem is the batteries on those watches, they go bad after a certain amount of time, and so if you buy a used one, you're gonna get one that's the battery's just gonna be terrible. So and so I gave up because it got annoying trying to find what I was looking for. So yeah. see, what else? I think that's about it. Not much else is happening. I cooked yesterday. Oh, Monday, I know I told you I wasn't feeling good. The rest of the day I ended up feeling not so great. So I ended up just spending the day. I still did my chores and stuff like that, but I spent the day just relaxing, watching TV, resting, drinking water, and I eventually felt better the next day, Tuesday, yesterday. So that was good. Let's see, what else? I know I was about to say something, I don't remember. Thankfully, I don't have to cook today. Tomorrow I do. I keep thinking today's Thursday. I don't know why. I know it's Wednesday because I am streaming on Twitch, but for some reason, every time I mention the day, I get my brain, it's like it's Thursday, it's Thursday, it's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. Here later after stream, I got 2 videos that I want to film for my spicy site. And then tomorrow for kick, I'm gonna do my makeup before stream, because after that I'll have a YouTube video to film. And then after that I will be done for the week with content, because yesterday I filmed a bunch of stuff for some of my other social media platforms. I know some people are like, you do that? You film a bunch of videos and save them in your drafts and spread them out in the week? Yeah. I do that sometimes because I want to be able to have days where I don't have to worry about all my platforms at once. I'd rather just worry about 2. Sometimes there are days where it's all like 3 or more, but most of my days I try to keep it to 2, and then yeah, I like to have a day or 2 where there's like none, but those days are filled with editing. That's mainly why. So what, kitty? I guess I can get my yoga mat out and we can get started on our stretching. So let me go ahead and move y'all real quick. Let me get my yoga mat out. Oh, sorry. Did not mean to scare y'all. Let's see where we're at. Sorry about that. Okay. Can y'all still hear me okay? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, y'all can hear me. I know my face is cut off, but I think that's okay as long as y'all can still see my body when the stretching I'm doing. So that should be okay. Okay, we'll start off with our 15-minute gentle yoga. And then we'll move into the other stretching video, and then we'll talk some more, and then we'll be done for the morning. So that way I can get started on my content for the day.
I'm going to take you through this 15-minute gentle yoga practice for flexibility and stress relief. So this is a practice meant to be fairly simple. We're not going to be doing anything overly strenuous or too complicated. So great for all levels. Beginners are absolutely welcome. And there are no props required for this practice as well. So just make your way onto your mat, and we're going to start in a cross-legged seated position.
Ready
Just
there.
in any way that works for your hips and for your lower back. We're trying to find a nice lift along the spine, to roll our shoulders down.
She sees a cat on TV.
With your chin parallel to the ground. You can just close your eyes here. Beginning by taking some deep breaths in and out through your nose. Just checking in to see how you're feeling in this moment. If there's anything you need to be aware of in your body, or if you find that your mind is a bit overactive. Just being aware of what's happening without criticizing it or trying to fix it. We're just taking in information and at the same time trying to create space. And we'll add a little neck release here, so you can drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. And if you'd like, you can also bring your left hand behind your lower back. The further you reach that hand, the more you'll feel this towards the top of your shoulder. Just let your head be heavy. Pressing your left shoulder down. And you can roll so that you have your chin pointing down towards your right shoulder. Changing the sensation of the stretch. Take one more full belly breath. And lift your head back up and through to center. Release the arms. We'll just do the same thing to the other side. So you can drop your left ear towards your left shoulder and maybe reach your right hand towards your lower back, almost as if you're trying to wrap and hold onto your left hip. Push your right shoulder down. Let go of any tension in your jaw or in your facial muscles. Always trying to breathe in and out through our nose. Then you can tuck your chin towards your left shoulder, stretching a little bit more towards the back of your neck. Let's lift our head back up and release the hands. You can roll your shoulders here, whatever feels good. And now staying seated, you're just going to bring your legs out in front of you and widen your feet wider than your hips. Flex your feet so you're just on your heels here, and we're just going to do a little windshield wiper motion with the knees, dropping them from side to side. And the next time you drop your knees over to the left, hold it here and see if you can emphasize pushing your right hip down. So just stretching into that outer right hip. You might feel it a little bit more towards the inner thigh and the inner groin.
Yeah, I still feel it even though we've been doing this a few days.
The other side. This time, instead of lifting that left hip off the ground, think of pushing it back down. It won't touch the mat, which is fine, but we're trying to intend it there. Lifting all the way back up. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together, knees fall apart, Baddha Konasana, your butterfly pose, sometimes also called cobbler's pose. You can hold onto your big toes with your 2-piece fingers here and think of lifting and pulling up through your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, and at the same time, think of pushing and pressing your thighs down. So a little bit of a tiny back bend here. Take a big breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, start to fold forward. And you can release the hold of your toes, instead walk your hands out in front of you, and just fold all the way down. I'm letting my spine naturally round. I'm making this very easy, letting gravity do most of the work for me, rather than pushing, pulling, and straining. And just melt into the forward fold for 3 breaths here. Whatever was on your mind prior to stepping onto your mat, see if you can let it go for now and really focus on being with yourself in this present moment. If you notice your mind wandering, just come back to the flow of your breath, or just focus on the sensations you feel in your body. Start to push your hands into the floor so you can curl back up inch by inch. No need to rush this. And we'll bend our knees in. I'm just going to turn to the side. It'll make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. We're going to straighten your legs out in front of us. And all you're going to do is cross your right ankle over the top of your left knee. And then bend your left knee as much as you would like. Use your hands behind you here to help support and lift your chest up. And the further you walk that left foot in, the more intensely you're going to feel this. And I like to just let my leg, or rock my hips a little bit side to side. Just a gentle swaying motion. This is a seated variation of pigeon pose, targeting the outer hip into the glute. And slide that left leg straight once more, uncross the legs, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Left ankle over the top of your right knee, and bring that right foot in as is appropriate to you. Try not to round and slouch. Really use your arms for support. Roll your shoulders back. Lift up through your chest, and you can just sway or rock a little. You don't have to. Staying still is wonderful as well. And straighten that right leg, release, and let's find tabletop pose on hands and knees. So placing your palms under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're really just coming here so we can transition into a low lunge. So your right foot will step forward to the top of the mat. So you can align your knee over your ankle. And you might choose to just keep your fingertips down on the mat. If you'd like, you can also bring your palms over your thigh, adding a tiny little back bend here. So I'm focusing on melting the hips down and really stretching into my left thigh and left hip here. Make sure it's not hurting or pinching your lower back. If it is, just keep your palms down to the mat. So either option is really nice here. Relax your shoulders down. And get the inhale to be just as long as your exhale. And we'll all tuck the back toes under so we can lift the back knee off the mat. And we're going to step the left foot to the top of the mat for a forward fold, Uttanasana. You can widen your feet towards the edges of the mat. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you want here. More of a ragdoll variation. You can hold onto your upper arms. just dangling as you sway side to side. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed between both feet, and that you're not leaning on your heels more or on the balls of your feet. Try to find that center point of gravity. Let your head be even heavier like a bowling ball. Release your fingertips down to the mat. You can bend your knees a little bit more and just bring your feet hip width distance apart again. Right away we'll go into our low lunge on the other side. So step your right foot all the way back and drop your right knee down to the mat. So my left knee is on top of my ankle, and maybe I'm staying here with my hands down, or maybe I'm bringing my palms towards the knee or towards the thigh, adding a little bit of a back bend. But the priority here is to be super mindful of how this feels in your lower back. We're not trying to create more tension, we're trying to release it. So know when it's appropriate for you to ease off and back off a little. There's really nothing to prove. And we'll curl the back toes under, lift your backing off the mat. Instead of stepping to the top of the mat, we're going to step into downward dog. So your left foot will step to the back of the mat. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart. Your feet are about hip width distance apart or so. And you can absolutely bend your knees as you reach your chest towards your thighs. Any little movements that feel good here. Try to get a full body stretch in this pose. As you curl your tailbone up, draw your lower belly in. Big breath. And let's bring our knees to the mat and just lower down onto your belly. Sphinx pose. Come onto your forearms, palms flat to the floor, and lift up through your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Lightly pushing each toe into the floor. And same thing here, I'm pushing my pubic bone into the mat, and I'm lengthening my tailbone towards my heels so that I'm not creating any tension in my lower back. I want to concentrate this on my mid and upper back. One more deep breath. And let's find child's pose. You're going to press back. Big toes together, knees go as wide as you would like them to be. The wider they are, the deeper you will feel this, the more of a stretch it will be. And as you press your hips back, you can walk your hands out in front of you and fold on down. 5 breaths here to really ground yourself, to check in. Let gravity pull you a little bit deeper into the stretch. And let's walk our hands in so you can lift up. Instead of finishing in Shavasana, we're going to take a seat the same way we were at the beginning of class. And we'll do just a little bit of pranayama, a breathing technique. So we'll do box breathing.
Okay, there is our first one. She ends in it doing like box breathing and stuff like that, but I don't. I find it kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Whew. But there is our first yoga video. Here in a bit, we will do our second video, which is about 20 minutes long. It's to help our flexibility a little bit more. I like doing both because I feel like it really helps with stretching. I mean, they do similar things, but this next one does have me stretching a little bit more. So, yeah. That's what we are going to do here in a bit. It does make me kind of tired after I do yoga, but like a good tired, like a good, like I did a really good workout. It doesn't make me sleepy, just makes me a little tired. But then I get my energy back after a little bit, so it's okay. Oh man. Sorry, I was just looking at my nails. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this.
Hey guys, it's Anna, and welcome back to another full body stretch in the
You skip that.
head and get
Actually, we'll wait a little bit more. Oh, man. But it does, with the yoga I've been doing and the stretching and all of that, it definitely has helped me be able to pop my back and neck more. Most of the time, I just have to wait till I sneeze or I turn really fast to make it pop. I usually need quite a bit of help, and now I'm able to like stretch, and then I can pop like my shoulders. I can pop carefully. I can pop these things, but yeah. Man. Yeah. After I do all my content and everything, I'm going to take a hot shower. I'm so excited about that, especially when it's cold outside. The hotter, the better. At least to me. That's just my opinion. The hotter, the better. Alright. I won't have y'all waiting anymore.
started with this stretch routine. To start, we're going to say crisscross and do 5 deep breaths. Float chin up as you inhale, and then down as you exhale. So we'll do 4 more.
maybe someday I'll be able to stretch all the way back there. As of now, I can't do that. Not all the way, at least. for yoga and stretching.